Okay.
Yes.
Hey, how we doing?
Good. Eddie Banks.
Okay.
You need a
you have a debit card with you at all, Mr. Banks?
yeah. No, I don't. I have a corporate account.
Okay. What did we need to get done for you today, Mr. Banks?
Transfer agent. If the bank can take custody of a security instrument here, it's fine. If not, then I'll have to, after it gets the medallion stamp, I have to send it to your special processing department.
So we needed to get a medallion signature guarantee done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we don't have the stamps in-house. We don't keep them in the financial center just yet. So we go through an approval process where we scan those documents over and we go through an approval process and then they get mailed back to you.
Okay, I'll do that for $5,000 assessment against the banks, if they fail to process the
So do you have the
transaction.
paperwork for the medallion signature guarantee?
I have the paperwork and the documentation that needs the medallion guarantee. Yes.
Okay. Did you bring any of the statements from the paperwork that, like the accounts where it's coming from?
No, it's a letter of credit that's attached.
Okay, so we'll take a look at it in a moment. Most of the time, medallion signature guarantees, we generally need some more paperwork, and we'll work to make an appointment for those because they take some time to get the approval.
Okay, given my experience with banks, it's a lot of chatter and wanting to observe particular documents.
Okay.
Everything is specified within those documents.
Okay.
So, be that as it may, if the bank wants to inject its legal team, its financial analyst, that is an encroachment on my commercial proceedings. Therefore, I'll allow that 72 hours, however much time it needs. If they fail to honor its commercial obligations, then I will assess $500,000 US against the bank.
All right, Mr. Beck. So we'll talk about this shortly.
Absolutely.
We have a process out in policy.
Oh yeah.
Make sure that we deliver
I'm willing to go along with your process. I'm not bucking it, but I'm stating my portion of the consideration that will be brought to the table.
Sure. Absolutely.
All right.
So we'll print that form out. We'll do it.
Absolutely. You gave I gave you that.
Nope, I still got it right here. Did you have a debit card for the?
I have a corporate, the debit card, but I have that in my corporate binder, and I did not bring that with me.
All right. So are you banking with this personally, then, Mr. Banks, or is it just the business?
No, just the business.
Did you have the account number for the business, sir?
Yes.
No, sir. That's just a deposit slip.
So that's it.
Perfect. All right, Mr. Banks, I'm going to hand that back to you for right now.
Okay, thank you.
And I'll print that out and speak with you shortly about it.
Absolutely.
Which one of these forms is requesting the medallion, Mr. Banks?
The certificate, the rear, the reverse side of it.
This right here, this one?
Yes, sir.
This form, this one here?
Yes.
I'm not seeing where it's calling for a medallion signature guarantee, Mr. Banks.
Well, it's the transfer agent. I'm looking for a transfer agent to verify my signature on this particular security.
Okay. So this is going to be, what's this form for? What's the face?
This is the actual security representing the 775,000.
Okay.
So what is? I've been in contact with your banking department, which
This isn't a. What's showing you that this is the security? This is a.
it's the reverse. Look, man.
Duly
Let me
elected, qualified, and commissioned.
listen.
So selected for a term.
Okay. Listen.
Sure, Mr. Banks.
This is what is called a certificated security. Okay.
Okay.
The letter of credit and the secure transactions that support that is in your possession. So I understand you don't recognize it as an everyday instrument or perceive it to be whatever it is, but that's the purpose for you transmitting the documents to whoever you're going to transmit it to,
Yep.
because they are familiar with. For you to sit here and try to scrutinize me to which you don't understand is unreasonable, because you still
Not
have
that
to.
I don't understand, Mr. Banks. Actually, we do quite a bit of these.
Okay.
We definitely have a handful that we can't accept.
Okay.
I'll be honest, it looks like this is probably one of those that
And-
we can't accept.
And the ones you can't accept, because
Yep.
this is under a business corporation, I need your policy and procedure or banking perspective dealing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So it's going to be these that we're able to do medallion signature guarantees on.
Okay, so this is.
These are the request types that we do authorize.
Okay.
And so I can provide that to you so you have it.
So you're telling me that. Let me make this clear. All right, I sent this. I had to travel to Arkansas to open this account with this bank because your staff here seems to be a bit unknowledgeable. So anyway, I transmit documents to that bank and it was refused. I get in contact with your bank and they give me an address, which is this address here, to have these documents sent to. Now, I came in here in good faith to ask, okay, I would like to obtain a medallion signature so I can be on the up and up with the security. Now, I know what the purpose of a medallion signature is. Now, for someone to scrutinize the instrument and say, oh, this doesn't require, they're trespassing on my commerce, okay? I'm stating, once I'm going to release these to you with the same factor of 500,000 as penalty assessed, because this is a lawful transaction.
So Mr. Banks, so
Yes.
again, so I know you're requesting the 500,000. There's no guarantee that we will approve,
I understand.
right?
So why are we
Those-
still
those
talking and you
documents.
not make the copies of the documents and transmit them as you said you would?
Yeah, so we can make an appointment if you want to come in, okay? I have a strong feeling just from being able to see that. I mean, it doesn't call for a medallion signature guarantee. So being in banking for as long as I have been and doing a handful
So
of
are
these
you refusing
medallion
to transmit
signature-
the copies of the documents?
Well, so it's got to be one of these here, Mr. Banks, right?
Are you
just like we
refusing?
discussed.
Are you refusing? That is a simple yes or no.
It's one that has to be on this
Simple
list,
yes or
Mr.
no.
Banks. I'm not going to give you a yes or no, Mr. Banks. We have the form right here. That's going to explain it for us, right?
If you want to take this form and say it explains, this is yours, this is your bank's.
Correct. That I
This
want to be able to
is
provide to you.
this is commercial registry documentation. So you're saying that that commercial registry has no validity with this bank. Is that what you're saying?
Mr. Banks, we'll go back here. Okay. These are the forms that we can provide a medallion signature guarantee to. Now, these forms here, on the actual form themselves, it will have a section that calls for a medallion signature guarantee. What I'm seeing on your
Show me where
form,
the certificate of security is.
so Mr. Banks, on your form, that form does not call for a medallion signature
So do
guarantee.
you have a transfer agent?
Mr. Banks, let's talk about one thing at a time, right? That specific form doesn't have the medallion signature guarantee.
Okay, now listen to me. You're looking for the specific words of signature verification or signature guarantee.
Medallion signature
Okay,
guarantee.
okay. You're looking for that request. I am the maker of this instrument, and I did not put that specific language. So that being said,
Well, that's the specific language that we would need, Mr. Banks.
okay, that's fine. I can do another certificate. It's not a problem.
Okay.
My thing is Do you have a authorized transfer agent with this bank?
So, Mr. Banks, we would do a medallion signature guarantee.
As a transfer agent.
Authorized transfer agent, medallion signature guarantee.
Okay, so you're recognizing this as a portion of a signature medallion guarantee, but because the specific language is not. No. Listen, what you're saying. You're saying this would call for a medallion signature, but you won't give a medallion signature because it doesn't specifically use the language of medallion signature. That's what you're saying.
So, Mr. Banks, I want to be clear. Any of the medallion signature guarantee requests that we're able to perform, the baseline that we need is the form to actually request the medallion signature guarantee.
So what?
Which this specific form does not.
So this is what I can do for you. I can go and execute an affidavit making a transition specific request to this bank, because remember, this is a corporate account. Okay?
Yep, it's a business account that you have with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm trying to conduct a corporate transaction. I've sat here and asked you to make a copy and transmit it to the office appropriate, and you're telling me you won't do that. I need to do a specific thing.
Well, we need the form we need a form that actually requests a medallion
So would you
signature
be
guarantee, Mr.
so
Banks.
the affidavit requesting that signature guarantee will be sufficient on behalf of my corporate business?
If you're able to provide a form to us, right, that requests medallion signature guarantee, at that point, we're able to forward it to that team, and I would want to make an appointment for you. That way we have somebody right away to get you taken care of. Obviously, you've been here a handful of times. Sounds like you've expressed a dissatisfaction of being able to come in and open an account. So I want to make sure going forward we'll get you taken care of.
I'm satisfied.
What I want to say, Mr. Banks, is that we would want to have an appointment for you so we can get you taken care of within a reasonable amount of time. Again, we just need a form that requests the medallion signature guarantee, not a guarantee that we're going to be able to approve it. We may decline it. We may request for more information.
Do you understand the posture you have me in, talking in the lobby with me turned towards you in this position?
Would you like me to say it a different way?
No, you could not call me into a particular booth to say, to discuss this matter of business. I don't appreciate
Correct, because
that.
I stay in the
thank
lobby,
you, sir.
Mr. Banks. I want to make sure
I thank you. I thank you. I'm going to process this. What is your name, sir? May I have your business card?
I don't have a business card here.
May I have your name?
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Banks is going to be Cody, C-O-D-Y.
Cody. Do you have an operator number or employee number?
Mr. Banks, I'm not able to share that with you.
Okay.
But I'm Cody, Financial Center Manager.
The financial center manager is restricted to the lobby, will not take me into a booth to discuss business matters.
Correct, Mr. Banks. Yeah, at this particular time, absolutely.
And why is that, sir?
Because I need to be out in my lobby with my other clients taken care of, as well as my teammates, sir.
Sure.
I will say too, we have a presence that we need to maintain in the lobby to limit any kind of liability, robberies, things like that. So I want to make sure I have that conversation with you out here, because we don't have all the necessary forms that we would need to be able to initiate that request.
This is what I would like you to do. Because this is your document, and it seems to me there is a bias in the document. So can you please identify specifically what you're saying is needed or requested the form?
Well, the form does that, Mr. Banks.
Yeah, where
eligible medallion request types. It's going to list all of these right here. So these are all of the eligible.
This is a transfer of securities. Yes.
Yeah.
So what is the reason?
Here's our eligible medallion request types, right? And then so a couple things, required documents that we're going to need. So statement of the account holding the securities. So this would be dated within 6 months.
I have that.
And then statement of the account receiving the securities. Guarantee. That's part of our initial review. The form has to call for a medallion signature guarantee, which that form does not.
But the language of a transfer agent, the medallion stamp, is
the language would be medallion signature guarantee. Mr. Banks, I've done a lot of medallion signature guarantees. Those forms request specifically medallion signature guarantee. It's printed on the form. And so the opportunity to do that for that form is not there because the language is not there.
All right, I'll provide that for you. I'll come back because this is a very interesting conversation, transaction.
I believe so too.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're going to make some calls and you're going to try to figure out, but somebody's ass is going to be in the sling because I have a FBAR number. I have some key people on speed dial.
Okay.
But I'm going to reserve that.
Mr.
I'm not
Banks,
trying to
again,
threaten
we
you. I'm
don't-
not trying to threaten you.
We don't necessarily state that we're able to approve every single client request, especially when it comes to medallion signature
But this is
guarantees.
the thing. You're a bank. I am one of we the people. I have the money. Your bank needs money from people like me. But when I come to the table with the power in which I come, it's like, whoa, never seen this before. So it automatically puts people on their P's and Q's. I understand it. I get it. But
Okay.
don't play when it comes to, like I sat here and said, all right, point it out. Now we can sit down and have a conversation alone based on the definition of the specific word of security, a specific word of decree, or we can go on.
Absolutely.
So,
Let's first start, before we go on, let's first start with the form that requests the medallion.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right. You have a good day.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir. Good day. How are you?